Needle positions on the Pfaff expression 3.5 go beyond just moving your needle left or right of the foot. You actually have a lot of needle positions. You have actually 37 needle positions in this machine. So you have 18 to the right and 18 to the left plus 1 in the center. So when you're on a straight stitch, needle positions are moved where the plus and minus is at the top. Often that is where stitch width is, but when you're on a straight stitch, it's just needle position. Notice all the small increments. So it goes from like 1.5 to 1.8. It changes 2/10 of a distance. And with 9 millimeters wide of space, that really gives you a lot of needle positions. So as you see it move up the screen, that is moving it to the right. And if you go the opposite direction, you will get minus numbers, and that is moving it to the left of your center needle position. But let me show you one more thing. So for example, if we go to stitch number 5, which is a zigzag, if you touch the alternatives button here, this will then change and allow us to move this stitch to be kind of like a right justified zigzag or anywhere along the line. Now if you pick a decorative stitch, I'm going to pick 65 here. Now this decorative stitch comes up at a full 9 millimeters wide stitch. So that means that this doesn't really allow us to move needle position at all. But if we actually go and reduce the stitch width, so the stitch could actually be moved to the left or right, when you touch that, you will find that you can center this stitch or move it to be to the opposite side. So depending on where you're aligning your stitch, to the left side or to the right side. Now, one thing you can do with this machine is while you're stitching, you can move your needle position. It will not harm the machine to have it change while you're sewing. So if you're trying to dial in the perfect location for the stitch to be, you can be up here while you're sewing, touching this button and watching the needle change little by little. And so you can get it exactly where you want it to stitch. So just note that this button will do more than just allow you to adjust the stitch width. It will also allow you to adjust the needle position or location of the stitch depending on which of those items you have selected.